How is everybody doing today? And in this video, we are going to be talking about the next few events that we will be seeing in Heaven Burns Red. Today was supposed to be the tier guide. I'm sorry. We're going to see it tomorrow. It's going to be pushed back till tomorrow because not only do I have to put all the maps inside the video really quickly, because it is going to be how to get from one floor to the other the quickest as possible. And then not only that, they just dropped a bunch of new events. They dropped a bunch of new banners and stuff like that, and it's really weird seeing all the stuff get dropped like this, because this just means that they really want Angel V's to come out very soon, just the way that I'm looking at it. And I'll explain it why in a moment. But as you may know, we are seeing a Kanzaki and also Mari Memoria banner. Now this banner isn't as crazy high value as the Ruka Yuki technically, because I think Ruka Yuki, you kind of suffice two different playstyles in one go, while Mari and Kanzaki, one of them is really nice and is definitely worth building towards an ice team if you want to go for Kanzaki. And for Mari, she is a little bit of a unique buffer, and I'm going to talk about that in a quick moment. But we also have some new events, we have some new banners that are going to be coming out, and we will be talking about this in a quick moment after we talk about the Memoria. But going into the Memoria specifically, we can go ahead and start top to bottom, of course. At the very bottom though, it is going to be an S wacky, so this is really cool to see. I really like this art, it's really nice. But going ahead and talking about Mari is going to be a very unique case of a buffer. So far in this game, we've had regular buffers where you just double stack everything and then go ahead and nuke with your attacker. With this Mari specifically, she is going to have a first time use mega buff and then a second time use reduction on that buff, I guess you could say. On the first time, she's able to use her EX skill, which is only 10 SP, which isn't too bad realistically. She is going to be giving the front line, which is only the two other characters on the slots that you have on the front line. Those are going to be receiving the buff, so you're not going to be able to give it to your whole entire team. It's only for the two other characters plus Mari that are up on the front line. You're going to be able to give an attack up, you're going to be able to give a crit rate up, a crit damage up, and a mind's eye buff, which, not gonna lie, this is a crazy amount of buffs that you're going to be adding onto the attackers. And mind's eye is super strong, the crit rate and crit damage is really nice as well, and the attack up is really good too. So there's just so many great things that come with having this Mari and using this buff. Now this buff is going to get reduced or get less stronger as you use it, because after you use it the first time, the second time it's actually going to reduce the amount of things it will give you. So you will only be receiving the second time you use the EX skill an attack up buff and also the crit rate up buff. So realistically, you're losing the mind's eye and you're also losing the crit damage, which kind of sucks in all honesty. This Mari specifically is going to be catered more towards content that is one-shottable, and also for content that most whales are able to one-shot because they're whales with full limit broken characters. So this Mari really isn't the greatest buffer in the world if you don't have the power to one-shot most things in the game, because I feel like this is the main reason you would use it, because after the first time used, you kind of get a watered down version of, let's say, Saika SS2 buff. We have a bunch of other characters as well. Sierra's buff gives a crit rate for multiple turns. And this attack up buff can come from anything realistically. So Mari does get weaker as content, or Mari gets weaker as you go longer into content. So score battles, Anachrony, she's gonna kind of suffer in those specific instances unless you are able to one-shot an enemy or get a crap ton of damage off with this first EX skill. Because as I said before, the first time you use this buff, you get the watered down version of it, and the watered down version gives kind of simple buffs to your teammates. I mean, it's only for the front line too. It's not like any other buffer like Sierra where she's able to give crit rate to the whole team. It's not like the full enhance from Saika or whoever else has it where she's able to give the attack buffs to the whole team. This is only for Mari and the two other attackers on the front line. So this does suck as a buffer, but it's really nice if you want to solo not solo content, but be able to one-shot KO content with all of these buffs. Because having mind's eye, that's super strong on weakness. Having the crit rate and crit damage up, that's super strong as well, and the same thing with the attack up. And then not only that, you will be able to use Mari SS1 to be able to get that ice field as well. So this could help out a lot of ice DPS. You're going to get a very strong first EX skill with your ice units, because not only will you have, of course, the ice field that you get from Mari SS1, and also this huge list of buffs with the mind's eye, crit rate, crit damage, and attack all in your first buff. So you do get a nice, really big nuke at the very start of your battle. But the problem is, as time goes by, your team technically gets weaker with this Mari on the team. So this is relegated to either characters that can one-shot most content or whales that just make every attacker be able to do the exact same thing with their limit breaks. But other than that, that's pretty much all I can say for Mari. The next character is going to be a very interesting one because this will be the Kanzaki, which is a blaster that is ice. Now the reason why this Kanzaki is actually very important is because we do have an exchange Kanzaki that's able to give a hit count buff to herself, which is actually really cool. It's a non-exclusive skill for her S rank, and you can add it onto the blaster. And this blaster is very, very good because the reason why it's nice is because she doesn't depend on a lot of other SSs to be able to be good. She literally only needs this exchange S to be really nice with getting that hit count buff. And then she also has a self attack up, not a regular attack up, but an ice version of it. So this means not only can you stack regular attack, you can also do the crit rate, crit damage as usual. And then same thing with Mind's Eye. But guess what? That attack buff is its own thing. We now have a fifth buff on top of Kanzaki, which is the ice attack buff, which you can stack up as well. And this isn't an exclusive skill either. This is literally only for SP. So now you have ice attack buff, crit rate, crit damage, and Mind's Eye. That's 5 different buffs acting together, which is a huge amount of extra damage that you're going to be doing with Kanzaki. Now she is noted as a blaster, and realistically she's not that. She's a main damage dealer just because of the way she's able to give herself hit count. She's able to buff her own ice damage. You have all the other ice damage, not ice damage, but you have all the other buffs that are associated with an attacker. You have an ice field from Mari. This is going to be your main damage dealer for ice team. So if you are looking to build an ice team, if you are looking to have a very strong standalone SS unit that doesn't require other SSs to be absolutely broken, this is going to be a really good character to bring out, especially if you either like Kanzaki or you just really want an ice team. She's going to be a really strong single target character for sure. I'm pretty sure she is single target. Yes, it is a single target attack. So this will be a really great character if you are looking into a slash character, into an ice character. This is going to be a very strong unit just because she can give herself the self buff of ice attack, which is different from regular attack. And the same thing goes that she can give herself hit count buff as well. So this is just the overall really great character for ice damage dealing teams or ice content in period. So this is a really good thing to have as Kanzaki. So realistically, Kanzaki is going to be the main target of the banner that you're going to be looking for. And then Mari, if you end up getting her, that's pretty cool too. Now you have a really good buffer for Kanzaki, because now not only do you have this mega buff at the start for Kanzaki, but you also have the feel that comes out of SS1 Mari, which is going to be really nice for the SS2. So that's going to be really good to see. But other than that, let's go into the events that we'll be seeing in this recommended event, or this event period. We are going to be receiving the Kanzaki story event, so this is really cool to see. This is going to start on January 24th, so that's only 4 days from now. What? Wait, does that mean Ruka and Yuki? Wait, how long do they have? I have to go back and check, but god dang, this seems super close. We are going to be seeing a new story of it. I got to catch up. I got to do my interlude. I got to do the other 2 events that have come up that I have not done yet. We are going to be getting another event story recommendation. It is going to be the Oshima Sister event, and it's a really good event, I'm not gonna lie. Not the new Oshima Sister event, but the old one, the one that came with the game. You will be grinding this out to clear out the shop, so this is really nice to see. We will be receiving a login bonus, which is another 10 pull within 15 days, so that's really good to see. And not only that, we're going to be receiving more training items, so they're trying to gear us up for future content, which is really nice. And the last set of events that we're going to be seeing, we're going to be receiving the Death Slug once more. They're going to rotate through the Anachrony bosses, so now we're seeing that we are getting a rotated out version of the Death Slug for the Anachrony. We're going to be getting a brand new score challenge boss, which is really cool. I don't remember this at all, so I'm assuming it's coming from the event story. Of course, the memorias are going to come in with a daily free recruitment, so that is really nice. That is a really good thing. So you don't even have to pull for these guys yet. These are free singles every single day. So realistically, what you could do, wait until the very end of this banner and then summon on it if you are patient. keep doing your singles, you might land on one of them, which would be really freaking cool. Hopefully the Kanzaki. I'm kind of scared because I don't know what I'm gonna do for this, because I want Kanzaki but I don't want Mari. So I really want to use the singles to help me out get the Kanzaki, and then we'll see about Mari, but we'll have to wait and see how that's gonna work out. Let me know what you want to do, whether it pull or just wait for the singles. I highly recommend just wait for the singles every day to hopefully grab one of them. And then the next one is going to be a step up banner. Now this step up banner is very, very interesting because this step up banner actually has the Su, Ruka, and Yuki on it. And I just noticed this is a paid course exclusive. That is evil. This banner has Su, Ruka, Yuki on it, which is kind of insane. But that's gonna be how it is. I see Tama there. I really want that Tama. But I'm very excited for that. And then the other banner is going to be a crush type recruitment. Don't really see a need for anyone to summon on this banner specifically. That always God tier, I can tell you that right now. And she is also needed for the future Aoi that is going to come out. That is the Maid Thunder attack version. But realistically, the only thing that is a really big W out of this is that the free singles every day from the Kanzaki and Mari banner. And the Kanzaki is just a really good overall unit for ice DPS or ice attacking, while Mari is a really nice fast grinding content clearer, just because of a really insane buff that she has within her EX skill. But other than that, it's going to be really hard to see how she fares within future content where stuff gets a lot tankier, and that first buff isn't enough to be able to one-shot most content. So it is going to be hard to recommend her specifically. But that Kanzaki, really good overall ice DPS or ice attacker. Step up banner is cool. Crush type is not necessarily needed for anything. But other than that, that's gonna be it for this video. Let me know what you thought about these spring events that we have in Heaven Burns Red coming in. Remember, I got that tier guide coming very, very soon. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. See you on the next one, and peace.